This is my 2009 Challenger 2 clipped wing special that I have for sale. I'm going to do a walk around inspection. This is polytone paint, all covered in polyfiber in 09. Those wheels, good shape. Aluminum wheels. The wraparound windshield with the molding gap cover. This is our pitot tube up here. It's stainless. Put it up there to keep it out of the way. Works great. External radio antenna. I believe that's a Ray Allen. Shoulder harnesses. 10-gallon tank. Have original seat covers. Have a push-to-talk switch on both sticks. Have an MGL Flight 2 in the back seat, if you can see that. Instrument panel in the front. We have master, fuel. This is our primer. Circuit breaker for instruments. We have a MGL Flight 2, MGL E1. You can light those up. You can see kind of what they do. And you can read more about those on MGL's website. And down here we have our lights. We've got our nav strobe lights there. Those are Avio Power Burst. And then we have our landing lights here, LED. These lights correspond to the instruments. We also have our radio hooked up to the Lynx interface. That's an ICOM A23, which I'm planning on selling with the airplane. The Lynx interface itself is right here, behind the pilot's seat. That is powered by the aircraft system. You can kind of get an idea of the wiring. We put in quick disconnects down here for the thermocouples on the engine. If you need to remove that and replace the thermocouple, it makes it pretty easy. Streamlined strut covers. We have the Mike Harrison landing gear, fiberglass gear, hydraulic brakes, aluminum wheels. All that's from Mike Harrison. Another thing that we add on all our Challengers that we build is a sump valve, so you can sump your fuel. You can put a cup on there, or you can just push up on it. Very important in my opinion, but most Challengers don't have that. These are our landing lights. Those are rigid LED lights, extremely bright. And the way we've mounted those, we make an additional plate and we bolt the light to the plate, and the plate bolts on top of the strut mount, so there's no modification at all to the strut mount. The only thing we do is one size longer bolt. There's the strobe lights. You can see how bright those are. Nice streamlined heads on them. I really like those lights. Probably could use a bath again. These hangers are horrible up here. I have a 3-blade warp drive, square tip, 60-inch. Another thing we do, a lot of Challenger people don't do, is safety wire the bolts. Very important. Safety wire the springs, RTV those as well. Also we have carbon fiber shroud. Those are originally metal. The metal will eventually crack, the carbon fiber does not, and it's also lighter. Back here on the firewall we have our fuel pump mounted, and this is our electric primer solenoid. That works wonderfully. Keeps all the fuel out of your cockpit, won't ever leak. There's the front of the engine. Not much to see there, I guess. Moving on back to the tail. Standard Quad City tail on that, nothing fancy. One thing we do change on all these though, another Challenger mod that we do here, is on all the hinges on the tail. As you can see, we've replaced the inboard rivet with an AN3 bolt. On the back side of this tube there's a nut plate that's riveted to the tube, so you can take that bolt out to do maintenance or whatever without disturbing the fabric. Trim tab like probably every Challenger in the world. Walk around the intake side of the engine. Dual carbs, air cleaners, safety wired, of course. You can see we have primer lines here. It's our fuel impulse line. Try to get enough there for you to look at. There are doors for this airplane. They're not on it right now because it's summertime. We did modify the throttle linkage a little bit as well between the two throttles. A couple things we did, as you can see here, maybe instead of a flat plate here, we bring it up to a 90-degree angle. That makes that a lot stiffer. And we replaced a cable with a solid push rod. And same thing on the front. That really made that a lot nicer. Hopefully I'm not going too fast here so you can see. There's really nothing damaged in the fabric. There's a couple minor repairs that have been done, but nothing that needs done. Bright light again. Not sure what else to show you. Hopefully that answers all your questions, and if not, let me know. Thanks.